Alright. Whoo. Episode 3? Episode 3? Yeah, episode 3. Okay. I'm excited. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. We on episode 3. The episode after Halloween. Sheesh. Oh. What you do for Halloween?
What did I do for Halloween? Just got drunk. We had this little thing at work, got some candy.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween was pretty chill for me, pretty chill day. Nothing too crazy.
It was pretty chill for me too. I got to take my son trick or treating, so that was pretty cool. That was fun.
That's what's up.
And we was mobbing the neighborhood. Like we walked a good couple miles. I was like, okay, son, we about to get this candy. Then he started getting tired, and he was like, all right, this the last house. And he was like, this the last house, and then we going back home. I'm like, all right. He got like 2 bags. He got a book bag full of candy. And his little Spider-Man, he was Spider-Man, so he had a Spider-Man bucket, all that full of candy.
Did y'all get the good candy or like the old people candy? Cause
it was a mixture. It was a mixture. I will say this though, like last year was his first year trick-or-treating, and the neighborhood we went into, they just wasn't a lot of people participating, and the candy sucked. But this neighborhood, it was like a mixture. They had like, some good candy. They had full candy bars. Yeah.
That would have kept me motivated.
Bags. They like some people was making little bags of candy. I was like, okay. So yeah, we got some good candy in there.
Them full size candy bars would have kept me motivated.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I love a good Twix.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the prank on Princeton. I did it last year. I'm gonna do it again, where I'm gonna put all the rappers out and be like, "I ate all your candy. Yeah. I ate all your candy, son.
I got a bag of rappers upstairs.
Yes,
perfect.
I'm gonna do that. I ate all your candy, son. That's too funny. All right, so let's get into what we need to get into for episode 3. And we start out the podcast with some low vibrational shit.
What if my friends get jealous?
Of what?
With all this beautifulness.
I deserve better than that. It's low vibration. So our low vibrational shit this week is kind of sad. It's really, really sad, actually. So I came on here with the intentions to talk about Kanye West mess. I definitely do want to talk about, the untimely passing of rapper Takeoff from Migos, who was shot and killed in Houston on Halloween night. The reports state that he and the other Migo member, Quavo, they were involved in a dice game, got heated, shots were fired, and Takeoff was pronounced dead on the scene. And he was only 28 years old.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And they always would say that he was like the chill one of the group.
Yeah, that's what I was going to actually say. And this kind of got me kind of shocked, to be honest with you, because like you just said, he was one of the chill ones. Like he was the chillest one of the group. And one thing I knew for sure, I'm not the biggest fan of Migos, but one thing I did know was that he was one of the rawest ones out of the group.
Yeah, that's what I heard a lot too. I wasn't really a big fan either. I mean, like they had some bops.
Yeah,
they had some bops, but I wasn't like a big fan and know a lot about them.
To listen to
and I didn't listen to, like, if it wasn't something that was played on the radio, like I didn't listen to it. But I always, every time I would see things about them, they always did say Takeoff was like the chill one, just staying out the way, wasn't really in a lot of mess,
and could rap his ass
off. And could rap really
of him on the internet. I'm gonna show you actually. He just ate, like he cleared Quavo and Offset, like he cleared them. And I'm just like, damn, dude is really raw. And when he got shot, it's just like, damn. It's like, what the hell is going on to where all of the rappers that you least expect shit to happen to, shit is happening to them. And it's just crazy that, it's like that now.
Yeah, it's just crazy that I've seen somebody comment, and they had said, they said back in the day, if something like this happened, it was, we'd be mourning for a minute, and now it's just like it's happening so much, people are starting to become like numb to it.
It's just like a normal thing now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it happens one day, you be sad about it for maybe a day or two, and then it's like nothing ever happened again.
Yeah,
you just carry on with your life.
And speaking of that, I wanted to read something and play a clip. Gilly from $1 Million Worth of Game. Mm-hmm. He went off because he was like, man, like, y'all are just so quick to post. Like, there's videos of, him being shot on Twitter. And he was just like, y'all be so quick to fucking post this shit. Like, I'm gonna let y'all listen to it.
Why every time something happened to a rapper or athlete or entertainer or anybody of color, the first thing you do is pull your phones out and start recording and post that on the internet, man? You clowns for that, man. Y'all clowns for that, man. The last image a motherfucker want to see is they peoples laying on the ground bleeding the fuck out, man. Be having mamas, kids, grandmamas, uncles, aunties. That's some dumb shit, man. But the first thing y'all do is pull your phone out. Ooh, look at such and such. Man, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he went off. And he went off for like another minute. And I'm with him. Like, that's wild.
I agree. It's like, damn. It's really just like, damn. And it just sucks that, people just not like that. No, people don't got that decency to where they don't record. Yeah. But the day and age we live in.
For likes. Like, people just doing everything for likes nowadays. Like, damn. Y'all here selling y'all souls for likes. Sheesh. Come on, man. Come on.
His whole body.
Right. Now, this is going to be the last thing on this topic here. Okay. Lakeith Stanfield, the actor Lakeith Stanfield, he had tweeted, he said, the dangerous toxicity associated with this glorified black serial killer and killer music and imagery got people thinking it's cool to hurt those that look like them and only them. It's okay to embrace the realities of life in the harder areas, but let's think about not holding up this behavior in our circles. Let's make it cool to embrace life, travel, learn new things. I know that scope of issues we have to contend with is much larger than just this, and that we have a lot of work to do in many areas to restore our hearts and minds after centuries of persecution and manipulation. But we have to start somewhere. At some level, we have to see our lives as valuable so that we think before we react and see another human when we look at a human man. We must stop holding self-destructive shit up and embrace things that build us a whole so that we can lead the world in the direction of prosperity by example. Getting reckless now and again is part of who we are, but for the most part, turn the stupid shit off. Whew. Yeah, wow. So like to unpack, and I agree with what he's saying. Like, we gotta, like,
he spoke.
Yeah, they were shooting dice. Like, y'all are shooting dice, like, to the point to where you're somewhere where it get a little heated and niggas is pulling out guns and shooting. It's like, you've elevated to this level, with your careers and everything. And like Lakeith is saying, let's not glorify this shit, and keep our circles better. Keep our circles better and elevate. Living a different type of life than that. Like, that's all we hear in the rap music and everything. Is just
then it's really
the ops killing.
Then it's like, for what?
Yeah, for stupid shit.
You have all of this money in
for stupid. A dice game. You're robbing somebody and killing them for a chain? Come on, man.
That don't mean shit. If you know you're going to get locked up, this is a celebrity, a high-profile person.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away with this shit.
Yeah, man, it's sad.
This shit is going to come back and bite you in the eyes.
We definitely have to stop killing each other over petty shit. Alright, so rest in peace to Takeoff. Condolences. I'm sending condolences and healing energy to his family, friends, and his fans. And we're going to get off of that.
Low vibration.
That was low vibrational.
Heavy.
Yeah, it was very heavy. Okay. Man, there's so much low vibrational shit going on right now, though. Like, is Monica and, what's that damn boy name? Are they dating?
Kodak?
Yes.
I don't know.
Lord, I've seen some things saying that they were, but then I seen some other things that was saying that she was saying like they you know, he cool, we cool, but
one thing I do know, whether Monica go admit it publicly or not, Kodak done tapped that. Kodak definitely beat Monica D's down.
Don't smash that.
Yeah. It's just the way he come into the shows bringing flowers and she just like just
I only seen a couple of videos of them together. I'm like,
She ain't acting like that or just off no friendship and just off no good like conversation. He done beat her doings down. Like she's and Monica put her girl. Don't get it twisted.
I'm a rowdy chick. Sometimes I gotta fight because my mouth too
she be Brandy ass before the concert.
No, I didn't know that.
You don't know she be Brandy ass before the concert?
No.
Yeah, she told Brandy ass up before the concert. What? Brandy got a mouth for her. Brandy was running her them chompers, and Monica was the concert.
I've never heard this.
So right before the Monica concert. Monica did what she had to do.
What?
Monica had
I ain't never heard of this.
Never?
No.
I'm trying to get into that. That is a scandal.
Oh my God! As it turns out, things got physical between the two before they performed The Boy's Mind at an award show back in 1998.
And if you watch the performance, you could really see the tension, like you could see it. And
damn, I gotta watch that shit.
And Monica's not shit because Monica was really giving it like, you know,
Oh wow!
I just ate this bitch up backstage.
They really banged and then had to go perform together. Oh my gosh!
Yep, they did.
But that's just a testament of the way that the performers back in the day, like the show must go on. Because I don't think no performers like today would do some shit like that.
And if it,
like, we just got
if it was some shit that happened like that, they'll get on stage and be like, "Oh, I just beat this bitch ass." So I did some shit like that.
Wow.
But back to the main subject. I definitely think that Kodak is beating down Monica's duty.
Well, listen. Whatever's going on, you know, Monica, do your thing, sis. I ain't mad at you. Live your life. So, something else that's low vibrational. Did you watch or hear the Angie Martinez interview with Ashanti?
I did not actually.
Yeah, so she actually finally, you know, gave her, you know, spoke her piece about the whole Irv Gotti, the Murder Inc. documentary, and Irv Gotti going on drink champs and just doing some absolute most.
I'm not familiar with it, but one thing I do know is back in the day, the industry was hardcore. Like, it was on some hardcore, grimy, shiesty type shit. I mean, the industry is still like that, but back then they were down bad. So
this situation. Okay, so it had. I don't know. They had some kind of dealings with each other because. No, like Ashanti, when she went on to do the interview, she didn't say no. I didn't mess with him, or she didn't say yes. She did. So they had some type of kind of dealings. But what I got from it is Irv thought that it was more than what Ashanti thought it was. So Irv thought it was more than because what he was saying is like, yeah, we was a thing.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like some crybaby ass man, like madman shit. Because
so to Ashanti,
his feelings is hurt. To Ashanti, she said it was like just somebody that I looked up to. I had love for. Yeah, I fuck with you. I do got love for you, and maybe they might have had a little flirting thing, or maybe even more. Who knows? That's their business. But she just didn't see it as a thing. You know, have you ever like had that? Like I know I've had
all the time
guys where I'm like that no, it was really nothing. It was nothing to me, but to them it might have been a little bit more. Something. Yeah, and I hear that a lot. Like especially guys are like, oh, you know, she thought it was more than what it was.
Especially when you got that like that naturally like flirtatious energy, like you just come off as flirting.
Yeah, and
people always kind of get that misconstrued with I want to talk to you, or that I want to be with you type thing. So I could definitely understand how he may have gotten it misconstrued or thought it was more than what it was. So let's just take that L, bro.
She even said though, she said that he was like when he found out about her and Nelly, that he was like pretty much like fuck you, go sign a dirty ENT. So it's giving me manipulative, narcissistic.
If you don't go cry,
it's giving like come on, bro. And like she said, she was like the way he moving with this whole thing is just like he tarnished the brand. It's like, yeah, man, like come on, that's giving little dick energy, bro. Little dick energy. Stop that.
Nigga, chin up, chest out.
Stand up.
Pick your balls up.
Stand up, nigga.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tierra Laray, and every Friday I'm having grown convos about parenting, adulting, and navigating that dating pool. I'm talking about low vibrational shit. I'm giving folks their flowers, and I'm manifesting that soft life with a spiritual download at the end of every episode. Gotta have that balance, baby. So tap in, tune in, listen in, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Bruh, make mine your favorite podcast. Rated M, because we motherfucking grown.
So anyways,
you didn't get no camera time.
Anyways, listen, speaking of, we talked about Halloween and shit, right? I did trick or treat or whatever. Diddy did his thing as Joker. He did, yes, and that's exactly, that's who I want to give my flowers to, exactly, because Diddy did his thing, and not only did he do his thing with the Halloween being the Joker, that nigga was, that laugh, the Joker laugh, yes. But also, Diddy becomes hip-hop's new billionaire.
Is it because of Kanye?
No, it's because of Diddy. Put some respect on that nigga Diddy.
I mean, because
I
just thought because, you know, Kanye just got, you know,
so he has
from everybody.
He has joined the list of wealthiest hip-hop artists, according to Yahoo News and a plethora of other sources. Diddy has officially become a billionaire. Billionaire status has passed Kanye West because Kanye's been getting all his shit snatched. But so Diddy passed Kanye and is now the second wealthiest hip hop artist in North America. And of course, ahead of him at number one is who?
I'm sorry. I think it's like Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z. Yeah, of course, Jay-Z. So, you know, congratulations, Diddy. Want to give you your flowers this week for sure.
I thought Diddy been a billionaire though. I thought Diddy been on that billionaire stuff.
Yeah, I think he was. I mean, I don't be counting niggas' pockets, but I think he was at one point. And I don't know if he might have went down from being a billionaire. You know, but all I know is he is now the second. Yeah, he's the second wealthiest. So congratulations to you, Diddy.
Billionaire, you know.
Carisha, please. And that is why. My goodness, Carisha, please.
Period.
Is having her fun.
She going up there.
And speaking of that, our pussy power.
Okay.
So pussy power for this week. There's a viral tweet thread going around, and the men were like, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to tell y'all my story. So pretty much the tweet said, fellas, what's the fastest a woman has ever made you nut?
I think I saw this.
I want to read a couple of them. I took some screenshots and shit. Hold on, I want to read some. Let me see. Man, okay, so the guy who made the tweet, the author of the tweet, at Young O Genius with the 3 instead of an E. He says, I have no shame. Queen broke me off in 3 seconds, 1.5 strokes. I've never experienced such a beautiful defeat. And then at I am goofy, LOL, said 33 seconds, laughing my ass off. I leaned in and whispered in her ear, we shouldn't be doing this. We have a good friendship, and I don't want to mess that up. Oh, shit. To this very day, she thinks I changed my mind and didn't want to smash anymore, shaking my head the whole time I was done. Oh, so this nigga really just like, he nutted quick and then was like, nah, we shouldn't do this because I don't want to change, I don't want to fuck up the friendship. But really, no, nigga, you got your nut off. You got your nut off. That's wild. But listen, then at bruh_smooth replied to him and said, they was gonna drag you in the group chat, bro. You smooth for that getaway.
He's smart because soon as he would have keep your cock out about some shit on social media, I know you're not talking, sir. With your one pump ass, you put pump ahead ass nigga.
Man, that shit got me weak. And then the last one here say from at Young Spike Lee, he said, my arch nemesis took me out in 2 pumps and a grind. My arch nemesis.
That arch nemesis part took me out. I was
somebody replied. And at Valley Cyrus, she said, not the arch nemesis with the laughing crying emoji. That shit took me out, and it was so many more responses to that.
Long. It was hilarious.
It was funny as fuck. Have you ever made somebody nut? That fast?
Oh, girl. Oh, it's a couple of stories. Oh my gosh. Okay, can I tell one?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
one. Okay, so let me think right before I tell you, which I got to do together. Okay, so I was in college, and like, I don't know, it was like all of my friends were out getting play. Mm-hmm. And I ain't get no play in like a minute because I was dealing with a guy and like, I just was being boozled and swindled and hoodwinked by him to the point where I just did not want to talk to nobody else because I was just like, fuck everybody. But then it was like all of my friends were out having sex and shit, doing their big one, so I wanted to do the same thing. So I got on this app and I ended up linking up with this guy. Well, yeah, linking up with this guy. So I like. Everybody know, but if you're a gay boy or you got a gay friend, and you're actually familiar with the process of getting ready before. So I went through.
So what's the process of getting ready before?
You gotta do it, girl. You gotta do it.
Okay, wait. Okay, so for the people that don't know you, so you are a gay man.
Yeah.
You have sex with men, right? And so you're saying that when you're about to do it, you got to douche. Why? You gotta do something. So you don't poop on your dick. Okay. Cause me, I don't like. I've never done anal.
So you don't mud on the penis.
So I've never done anal. So I don't know. I mean, like I will figure because that's what
Yeah.
It will come out. So I would figure that. Yeah, it would, like when you're doing it anal, you probably would get some shit on the dick. So.
But why you
douching. Prevents that. Gotcha.
To keep it, you don't always have to douche. Like people get that that misconception. You don't always have to douche before you have.
But is it okay? But
you do feel cleaner.
But let me ask you this. So for women, like douching is not really a good thing because it can throw your pH off. So
with a man,
can it do anything?
Do
okay. Okay.
You would be smelling like a bag of sardines. It would like.
So you should not really be doing that. Like not.
No, your poop should just smell like regular fecal matter. But if it's like a tuna fish, it smells like tuna fish. It smells just like tuna for me too. If you have that tuna fish smell coming from your body, you douching, you could douche too much. Like douche could do that to you. It throws off that natural
balance,
pH balance.
Gotcha.
And you just need to do that. Like you just can't douche too much. But it's a process.
Okay. So back to the story.
Yeah, back to the story.
We off on a whole
different. Okay. Anyways, back to the story. So it's a process to do. So I don't want.
So you gotta get ready.
That whole process. I done shaved my whole hairy ass body. Like I really got lathers for this man. So okay, I get in the car. Like I walk down, and I walk down in this robe. I don't know. I was just on my hot shit. I'm on a college campus walking out a gate, and it was this old ass that worked at the gate, and she would give me this dirty ass look every time she saw me walk out the gate. So I walk out the gate, get in the car with the boy, and we get right to it. So we get in the back seat, and I'm just like, what's up? Pull your peen out. Let's get into it. So
immediately,
yeah. So I start going to work. 2 minutes in. He like, you gonna let me hit it? I'm like, okay, yeah, what's up? So, he was like, all right, turn around. So I'm like, all right. I'm tall. I'm a big body man, so I just, I bonk over, move my giraffe legs or whatever. So I get all in position, and he puts it in, and then he pulls out. Next one, he's nutting.
Wait, so like, since you went in,
yeah.
Ah, wow.
Yeah. When I say that was
it awkward after? Like, what was the conversation like after?
I was like, I said, you done? I said, are you done? And he was like, yeah, I gotta see about you again. Where you from again?
Oh wow.
I didn't even respond. I did not respond. I just looked at him. I was so pissed to the point I just got out the car and I just walked back like on campus. And I lied to you, it was about a mile walk. That's how pissed I was. That was like 2 minutes ahead and maybe like 30 seconds. You put it in, you pulled it out, and that was about it.
What?
That wasn't even a taste. It was just like all my time was wasted. All of my time was wasted.
Maybe your shit just...
I know. But damn.
So I have a story like that in my book. That's called Welp. That Did Not End Well. It's available on Amazon. Make sure you go get the book. Yes, it's full of funny sex fail stories, so it's a good read. But the story in there is called Cry Me a River, and in the story, the dude he don't nut fast, but when he nuts, he like cries.
Absolutely. Get the fuck out.
I'm so fucking goofy.
You gonna pay me for this.
I'm so fucking goofy. I would just be laughing. So he cried because he had just got out of a relationship or some shit like that, so he wasn't fully like healed.
And now he's passionate. So he's a passionate fucker.
Yes. He was like, I'm coming. Y'all, go get the book. Go read them fucking stories. Them stories are funny. But hey, one person's sex fails, another person's kink. So go get the book. It's available on Amazon. That Did Not End Well is the name of the book. So anyways,
10 stories everywhere.
let's move on to situations. And that's wild, because now we about to...
What? OMG. What?
But it just let y'all know, like, it's all about duality, baby. Listen, because I just talked all that freaky shit, and now I'm about to pivot this shit on parenting.
Oh no! And we're having some good parenting talk.
Listen,
2 different parenting talks. I love it. I'm excited.
We just did all that nasty talk. Now we about to pivot. So I just want to talk about, so how do you parent? That's the thing. I read an article written by Trina Green Brown. It talks about gentle parenting, and it's the buzzword, nowadays, for parenting right now. So the article touches on influencer Lady Speech Sankofa. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right, but she was talking about the concept of gentle parenting coming from indigenous cultures. And violent-based parenting comes from religious-based colonialism shit. So the article talks about how behaviors such as tough love, whipping, violence in our parenting doesn't trace back to our roots in Africa. So why would enslaved Africans adopt such harsh and negative practices? And for me, what I think is because we have been conditioned, because that's what our parents did, that's what their parents did. So,
And that's like, so my parenting style is, I do want to, do the gentle parenting. I want to, like, let's have a conversation. Let me talk to you, and, let me try to, see what's your thought process behind the things that you're doing. So I try to do that. But that gentle parenting shit is hard as fuck. Okay? Because these toddlers these days, I don't know, they built different. Like, the other day, and this is the reason why I do the gentle parenting, because there's some things that I have to work on as a parent, just as an adult, as a human being within myself. So as a parent, I try not to put those things that I'm dealing with, but it's hard. It's hard to do. Those frustrations. Yeah. So the other day, my son, he's running around and he's loud, and I'm like, Preston, shut up. And he turned around and he's like, no, you shut up. Now. Traditionally, right? Traditionally, especially in our, in our culture as Black people, what does mom do next? A, B, C. Does she knock him upside his head? Does she spank him? Does she gentle parent, right? And so most people would say, oh, he would have got his ass whooped. He would have got knocked upside his head.
Actually wouldn't.
Okay.
I would actually say that it depends on the situation. I'm all about situation. Say for instance, that was his first time, him saying shut up, and then you told him, you said you don't talk to adults like that. You gave him that warning. Okay, the second time you said all right, I don't warn you. This is my last time telling you. Third time is when you would take action. I think that's the way I would approach something like that. But I don't think going right off the bat and spanking your child. Yeah, that's not teaching them anything.
And see, and that's what maybe not so much our parents, but their parents. That's what they kind of did to them a lot. You know what I'm saying? You breathe wrong. You look, you turn your face the wrong way. Like, whop. Shut up. So my thought process with the whole Princeton telling me to shut up thing, like, no, you shut up, was, well, I mean, I said shut up first. Like, I was like, hey, shut up, right? So I'm like, okay, I need to figure out my communication style with him so that his response is not, because toddlers are sponges, right? So, I mean, he just, look, you said shut up. I said shut up.
But the way we were taught was, it's like, yeah, you don't say what I say. I'm gonna
right.
You're a child.
And I never got that as a kid myself. Like, when I was a kid, I never understood. Like, don't tell me, like, oh, don't do what I do what I say. Like, and you tell me not to smoke, but you go and smoke in my face. Like, I'm like people around me used to smoke. Like, don't smoke.
It was always like, whenever you get out of my house, that's when you could do whatever you want to do. So I don't think it was so much as like, oh, don't do it at all. But it was more so like, you could do whatever you want to do, but you're not going to disrespect me in my household. But I think there's a way, like a child too.
And for me, I feel like there's a way to, we can have that respect. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, there's a different way to go about gaining that respect, and besides whooping your, like, just whooping ass. Like, so like I said, with the gentle parenting, it is tough because I'll be like, hey, stop doing that, stop doing that, stop. And then my gentle parenting goes to, I said stop fucking doing it. I
feel like that's okay.
But my last resort would be like, I'm gonna pop you in your butt. That means I done had to say it too many times. But as far as like whooping, nah.
I don't think you have to like whoop. I feel like it's okay to spank. Like, it is okay to spank.
But what is spanking to you? Like, what do you?
To me, spanking is like, spanking. Maybe like a couple of pops, like pull your pants down, get cross lead, wop wop wop. Or maybe like get the bell and pop you like 2 times. Nothing drastic. I'm not talking about hold your hand, like go all the way back and wop. Yeah. That's abuse. It's always it's that very thin line between abuse and punishment. Like, it's that very thin line. But I think like a spanking would be okay, like as a form of punishment. And you said something like earlier. You said it didn't really originate like from Africa, if anything, I would imagine Africa punishment to be 10 times worse.
Well, yeah, according to the article, they're saying like, yeah, and like gentle parenting concepts do come from like the indigenous cultures, and
that's crazy because them damn. One thing I am grateful for is to not have like a Korean, not a Korean or like Japanese or like Asian parent.
They're really strict.
Oh, all right, Indian parent. Now, to me, I feel as though we're very watered down compared to them. And like the shit that we complain about and bitch and moan about compared to what they go through is so much worse. I'm talking, they get beat. Like they get like they're very strict. That's why you see so many like Asians. But just as I was saying, like the Chinese, like those, pretty much any in like other culture. To me, like their parenting is so strict, and it's kind of scary in a way because I remember, like, not even remember, I just watched them. Like, if you notice, a lot of the Chinese, they're known for being very smart. And they would get punished so bad if they did not come home with, like, good grades or anything. And it would be harsh punishments. Like, some of the worst type of beatings. And... Like
what? Like, switches?
Bamboo. I know that was a big one, like bamboo. And they said bamboo, you know, it's all cute and cuddly with parents, but it's very hard. So
like your mom or your aunties or nobody never had like no bamboo plants or nothing in the house?
I don't remember seeing
some furniture that had a bamboo. It's really like sturdy.
But I just know that it's very hard.
Yeah.
And so like I would just see like stories and hear about people, a lot of like serial killers and stuff, like they were going through that and they would just, they did that to people. Oh, I wish I could just call or like name somebody.
Listen,
but that makes you think about that gentle parenting,
so my style, like what I like to do most of the time, and sometimes, you know, life be life, and your girl be like, shit, I'm a single mom, okay? So it's just me and my son all the time. So, you know, sometimes I gentle parent and shit. When I'm tired and I be like overstimulated and shit, sometimes I do turn up like, God damn it, let me alone.
That's natural.
But this is what I try to do most of the time. Whenever my son is, you know, having a tantrum or doing something not receptive to what I'm trying to tell him, what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, come here, let's talk. I try to get him. No, this is what I do first. I try to get him to push my hand back. Hey, push my hand back. And I learned this from. And I wish I knew her Twitter or her TikTok or her Instagram name, but it's this girl who always, like, she does gentle parenting. She talks about gentle parenting. She posts a lot of videos about it, and I just came across one of them one day, and she was, you know, talking about it. But so we do this thing where I say, push my hand back. Let me see how strong you are. And so he like tried to push my hand back. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, let's do a thumb wrestling. I declare thumb war. So we do thumb wrestling.
Those are like kind of grounding techniques, like.
Then I do. I said, okay, let's do the blinking contest. So you can not blink the longest, you know. So we'll do that real quick. And I'm like, okay, breathe in, breathe out. You know, inhale, exhale. We do that, and then I come and then I bring it back. Okay, hey, listen. So I said we can't do this right now because. So then I say, what, you know, can you do this? Like, let's try to compromise. All right, if you go upstairs and you do this, then I'll spend the next hour or so and we'll play the game you want to play, you know. So I try to do that. It doesn't happen all of the time, but I try to do that for for the most part, and most of the time it does work. Like you said, it's like grounding type of techniques that calms and gives them an opportunity to really kind of think about, like, all right, so
grounding techniques are like very effective, even with people with like schizo disorders. We practice grounding techniques, and you know. They're like they kind of bring you back to earth.
Yes.
I had this nurse when I would be in and out of my little moments, and she would come sit by me. She would hold my hands and she would like sit down, and she would tell me to breathe. She'd be like, "You're okay. You're in a safe space. Calm down." you're good, like, you're okay, just breathe. And she would just get me to calm down, ask me my name, all of that. And
because it's some type of anxiety that has you feeling the way you're feeling in that moment. And so that's the same with, you know, the kids. Like,
to reality.
You're just so stuck on this one thing. I want this, no.
And with kids, it's more so like they're so overwhelmed. They don't know how to handle their feelings.
Right. And so instead of like whooping ass right away, because as a parent, when you do the gentle parenting shit, you got to fucking show up. You do have to show up, because you got to check your ego, put your fucking emotional shit to the side, and
actually, like, it's three different styles of parenting. I actually took child development, and I know one is called authoritative. I think one is like palliative. I could be completely wrong, but I know
it's like lead. I know what you're talking about.
It's another one, but I feel as though I fall into that middle category where it's like it's like I'm not that strict on my kids to where it's like I'm controlling everything. I want this certain way. I'm hard on them. I'm punishing them. I still want my kid to be able to come to me as a friend as well. Yeah. I don't want my kids to ever be afraid of me, like, or ever feel like they can't. Right. Yeah. That's why
everything that they do is out of fear of. Yeah. Like. Ooh,
that's why at one point I did say, I was like, I'm never gonna beat my kids. I was like, if somebody touch my kids, I'm gonna go to jail. Like, I was that guy. And then, you know, it took me actually, like, for one, growing up, and then, like, actually, like, watching how my sisters raised, like, how she raised them, and kind of, like, getting the idea, like, how everybody else was raised. And, you know, I kind of put everything in perspective, and I noticed that I want to raise my kids based on, like, you know, like I don't know, like, I just feel like I should have to beat my kids.
But guess what, Dom? You don't got no kids yet. So
I have so much experience.
Right, you do. You have experience, but then once you have kids, that's when you have a kid, that's when you really start thinking about, damn, the way that you were raised, like, damn, the way and your parenting style.
But see, I've been put in that place before. Like, I had to from a very early age. I had to raise kids young. Like I told you how I was in the house for months by myself. So I just was. That was that moment, and those my little brothers and sisters.
Right.
And whether mom was there or not, she told me don't put my hands on them. She said those are not my kids to put my hands on.
But it's different when it's your kid. Like, when it's your kid, like, when it's your child, it's a different thing. And so, like, you may be like, oh yeah, you know, you may be a person, I'm not just talking about you specifically, but just whoever, like, you may be a person that's like, oh, I'm gonna discipline my kid. Yeah, I believe in whoopings. But then when you have that kid, it's just something. And you're like, oh man, I can't do that to you, you know, like.
I don't know. I feel as though it's like just that parenting instinct in everybody. Like, it's just something that.
I got the parenting instinct, but
not everybody, but
for the most part,
for the most part, because parents, but most people, they should have at least that instinct that kind of shit
that kicks in. That's what I'm saying. That's my point I'm trying to make. You get this thing that just kind of. And so, you know, you start thinking about, like, damn, how was my childhood?
When I was raised them,
and you try to show that grace. That's what it is.
Yeah, it was like when I was raised them, it was like I had to put myself last.
Yes, that's
like I had to put myself last. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't have no freedom. I didn't. It was being a parent. It was like them, and not only taking care of them, I had to take care of my grandma who was going through what she was going through at the time. So taking care of 2 kids and an adult, that really does. You gotta shit get stressful, and you can't spaz out and like do all of that at that. Like you just can't go crazy and spaz out when shit get kind of hard.
And that's the thing. But when people aren't healed from their traumas and things like that, you know, having kids, you know, you have to really, you know, tackle your emotions to not be the person that ends up abusing kids, you know, or going too far with the discipline or whatever. Yeah. And I'm just like, you know, you gotta raise your kids how you see, you know, fit for your situation or whatever.
Oh yeah, you gotta raise them just how you see fit.
For me, I do, you know, try to do the gentle parenting. My son is very intelligent, and so I don't really put those I don't put him in a box. Like a lot of I know whenever I was younger, I have younger sisters that I used to have to watch and stuff all the time. Whenever we lived with our dad, and they would do stuff, and he would always be like, "Oh." Like the younger one, he was always like, "Oh, she's just a baby. She's just a baby." She, like, and I'd be like, people always be trying to say that, like, "Oh, they're just a baby. They're just a baby." And these kids are smart, and so I don't be trying. Yeah, I don't be trying to put. I talk to my son, like, "Hey, look, what's your thought process behind this? Like, let me know, because I feel like he's, very, very intelligent and articulate to where he can." And he's 4 years old. And, I do feel like, sometimes he do have his times where it's just like, woo, he just, boy. Okay, come on. But for the most part, I feel like we can kind of have conversations.
I wonder if there's a difference because he's like a boy. I know boys are like more rambunctious.
Your boys are rough.
But my I have 3 nieces and 2 nephews. I helped raise 2 of them. And the girls, like, we never have to beat them. Like, they're so chill. Like, they're so chill. But I will say my nephew, he is kind of like rambunctious. Like, he's all over the place.
Yeah, boys are definitely, but I got some friends who got girls. And they're like, yeah, them girls is rough too. Girls are terrible. Yeah, and I know I was a tomboy. I know I was rough. I was rough, but... So,
that was a mess.
Yeah, like I said, with the gentle parenting thing, or just the parenting style, however you guys parent your children, that's what you feel is best for your family, for your household. All I want to say is, listen, bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Because, listen, it's hard being parents, especially if you a single parent. Oh, yeah. So I just want to, give y'all kudos and take my hats off to y'all, especially y'all with multiple children. Because I got one and I'm like, 2, no, I'm straight. But, so kudos to all the parents out there. Y'all keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. And as we come to the end of the episode, it was heavy. It was heavy, then it got nasty, and we talked about parenting, we was talking about all types of things. And so, let's move on to our spiritual download.
I take a deep breath and I say, no nigga gon' stress me today. And I woosah, woosah, woosah. Yeah, I woosah, woosah, woosah.
Let's take a moment to inhale, exhale. I realized I did not do this last episode, but I did do it on the first episode, and I want to do this every time we do our spiritual download. So inhale, exhale. And the spiritual download that I have for y'all is more love, less ego. Move in peace, move in love. Don't move in ego. A lot of us do move in ego. I know I be moving in ego a lot of time, and I'm working on it. Okay, but if we move in love and peace, then shit will just run much smoother. It'll be much smoother. So, yeah. You got a spiritual download on?
What's a quote I have? It's a quote. Am I crazy? If every pork chop was perfect, there wouldn't be hot dogs.
Every episode. Well, it's only been 3 episodes, but every episode that Dom has been on. And I'm saying that because, listen, I'm thinking about future shit. Yeah. When I got mugs tapping in, learning about me, and they go back and play this episode. So every episode that Dom has been in, his spiritual download has been something else. So what you said for pork chop?
If every pork chop was perfect, there wouldn't be hot dogs.
And on that note, y'all be good. We are out of here. Dom, appreciate you being my hype man again this week.
Love being here.
And we'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all follow the page on IG at @rated M_ cause we MF grown. Follow the page and listen wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Make my shit your favorite podcast. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.